Hi, we are going to do some peanut butter chocolate eclair cake in the camper, showing you how easy it is to do things on the go. Okay, so the peanut butter chocolate eclair cake, you just put your layer of graham crackers down, and you're gonna make your pudding. And I buy for this one, I'm buying the family size chocolate instant pudding pie filling. So I'm gonna make that. And typically, if you would make it for pudding, you would put 3 cups of milk in, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use, I want to know, because that's a big pan. I'm going to use a Dove chocolate peanut butter pudding. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to make that first. So now, because I'm using the Dove and the other, I'm going to put 4 cups of milk in here. Because the one is family size, the other one is just regular. Because I have a bigger container than I would use at my house. So 4 cups of cold milk. Get it going. And then you just put it off to the side so it thickens up a bit. Pretty much when it looks dissolved, it's good. So 1 chocolate family size, 1 Dove, and you can get them at Meijer and Walmart. And the Dove is the peanut butter milk chocolate. So it'll look like kind of like this before it gets thicker. So I'm gonna let that sit for a second. I'm gonna get the peanut butter out, and I'm gonna put 1/2 cup of peanut butter. I'm not gonna measure it. It's just about 1/2 cup. So I just stick some in. Okay. And then you would stir it up in there. Hold on. Okay. So do you see how thicker it got? So we're going to put now with this, if I wanted to get my mixer out, I would, but I really think it'll be okay. It'll mix in with this. Whisk. Ooh, you can smell the peanut butter. Okay, so it's pretty thick, which is good. All right, there's that. Then you're going to take an 8-ounce Cool Whip or any kind of whip topping. It doesn't have to be brand name, but this must have been on sale, or all I could get. Either way, that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to put the Cool Whip in the chocolate pudding. So this is, you could make this anywhere, really. It doesn't require any, if you had stuff, like if you were going camping, you could make it actually prior to going camping if you had a fridge. I would not make it in one of these if you're going camping and you don't have a big fridge. I would make them in individual cups. I do that too. Or make them for the kids' lunches, make them for a camping trip, like in to-go containers, those little 5-ounce plastic ones with lids. Super quick, super easy. The kids love it. And then they can throw it away. Take disposable spoons and they're good to go. So just mix it up in there, and then we'll be ready to go. And it's like a layered lasagna almost. You're going to be layering it with graham crackers and then this mixture. And I might get some taste testers later because this has to sit at least 10 hours. I always say do it overnight. I mean, if you want it perfection, do it overnight because the graham crackers need to soften up and absorb some of the liquid, or it's going to be messy to get out. I mean, can you eat it with a spoon? Sure, but maybe I'll just have my taste testers comment on the post because I can't leave my, we're in the middle of nowhere. I can't leave my computer up all day. I mean, obviously for 10 hours, that's not going to work. Okay, so I already have my layer down and I'm going to put some of my pudding on. About that much. About half of it because I'm only going to do 2 layers. It might be a little small, but it'll be all right. Just spread it around. This is usually where I start singing, let's start spreading the news, and then Taylor gets all mad, but I shall not sing. She's not here. This smells so good. I love like a Reese's cup or anything with chocolate and peanut butter. Okay, so you have that layer, and then you're going to get another layer of graham crackers. And you don't have to have the name brand. I do like the name brand on some things. Pudding, I don't care. I do kind of like the Honey Made, but I get those sometimes at Costco because they're cheaper. But it all depends. And it doesn't matter if they're face up, right up, whatever. It doesn't matter. And so you just layer it as much as you can. Usually I use a 9x13 pan because it's all square and perfect. But I'm camping, so we don't always have perfection all the time. And that's okay. Mainly, but not always. Okay. And then just fill in. I usually just crack them and fill in where I need to fill in. All right. Gotta get my spatula. I'm gonna put all the rest in there. I've never made 3 layers of this. I don't know, that might be overkill, so I think 2 layers will be fine. And then with the chocolate on top, it'll be even better. All right. And you're just gonna spread it on again. Now, for those of you who watch my reels, you know, or even my YouTube, I mean, I take those pictures for the reels. Okay, so hopefully everyone's doing good today. Maybe doing something for the 4th of July time. This is a wonderful thing to take the 4th of July. If you have a cooler, like a potluck or anything, if you have a cooler to keep it in, everybody loves this stuff. And I have never met anyone who didn't. Really, truly. And I teach, so. All right. Now, last layer, just putting your graham crackers back on as best as you can in whatever pan you have. You don't ever want to stack them, though. You want them to touch the pudding, even if that means you have an empty spot versus overstacking, because you don't want to overstack. And that's okay. It'll be all right if you have an empty spot. Okay. Okay, and then you take your Hershey's. I like the Hershey brand or the Duncan Hines. So either one of those are really good. I don't like the other ones. But it's you do you. I just don't like them. So I'm going to put it on. It's not been in the refrigerator. So I'm putting it on for like 30 seconds. And I probably won't use that whole time because you don't want to do it too thin. If you do it too thin, it messes up the consistency, and then it's like chocolate syrup. And I mean, that's not our goal is not to have chocolate syrup, or we would just put chocolate syrup on it, which you can do that, but that's not the goal. It's just to get it a little bit melted, so you have the same consistency, and then put it on. I might get a little bit more. You don't really want to pour it on, but you want to. It's a fine line. Yeah, you gotta make sure it's not too thin, but you don't want it too thick because then it messes up the crackers. So you just gotta kind of keep watching it. Don't overdo it. If for some reason you do make it too thin, use it for something else. If you have another can of something, because it's not going to turn out like you want it. It's going to be like Hershey sauce, and I mean that's not the goal here. So we want like a thick layer of chocolate frosting, which is so good. Now with this one, I don't usually make them this big. This was the only can I had. I might have to use 2 cans, which is okay. Pretty sure I have another can up there. And so I will see how I like it because I do like a thick layer of frosting because I feel like it tastes better. And I like frosting, I guess. Because if it's too thin, I don't know. It's not thick enough. Which, yeah, this is going to require 2 cans. And that's okay. So I'm going to make another can. I don't know if I need the whole can, but I'm thinking I'm probably not doing anything else with it. So, and I can always find it. And then you just refrigerate. So easy. It's almost done. And what are we at? 12 minutes. So under 15 minutes for a dessert that everyone's going to love. Now, the original dessert is just regular vanilla pudding and the Cool Whip. So if you don't like, if you're allergic to peanut butter, you don't like the peanut butter, you didn't think it would taste good, whatever, then don't do peanut butter. Just do vanilla. And it'll be the same old, just like this. You put the chocolate on top still. But if you hear that noise in the background, it's the air conditioner. So, all right. If you have extra, and my sister's dying over there. If you have extra, now you're gonna make me laugh. If you have extra frosting and extra, let me get her a drink. If you have extra frosting and because a good hostess does that. If you have extra frosting, I can't even think what I'm saying. If you have extra frosting, that's hers. Okay. If you have extra frosting and you have graham crackers, yum. Frosting and graham crackers are so good. So you can definitely make frosting and graham crackers. So don't ever think you're not going to use all that. It'll be fine. All right. And then just put it on there. It's all set. I'll show you. Now, because this is not all the way at the top, I have a layer. I can put it right in the fridge with the lid on it. If for some reason it would have been all the way up to the top, and when I push on this, it's going to touch, you don't want to put the lid on yet. You can put it on later, but not now. But now I can because I have extra room up here. So I'll put the lid on, throw it in there, and it'll be ready for dinner if I want it for dinner. If not, then tomorrow. So all set, ready to go. Under 15 minutes. You can do this. Simple and easy. Have a great day.